Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video, and today I just wanted to talk about Borderlands 3 and just how much I really like the game. I started my third playthrough of the game. I believe it's my third playthrough of Borderlands 3, and I'm playing it for the first time on PC, and I really enjoy this game. I think it does a lot of things better than Borderlands 2. Now, obviously, people are going to argue and say that Borderlands 2 has a better story and how Handsome Jack is just the best villain in the series. Yes, I agree, but I think Borderlands 3 does so much better than 2 by just weapon design and the variety of weapons that we have access to. I think it does a great job with the loot in the game. I know some people may complain that we get legendaries too much, but honestly, I think this is great. I think having access to the amount of legendaries that we do have just keeps the gameplay loop feeling fun and fresh, at least for me personally. And so I just had an overall way better time with the loot in this game. I think weapons and the way they look are awesome. I remember when Borderlands 2 first came out, they were advertising it saying, we have this amount of weapons, and honestly, I was kind of a little bit disappointed with the amount of weapon variety that we got from Borderlands 2. Sure, yeah, you can technically say they were different weapons, but it was more of just a slight different variant of those weapons, I want to really say. It wasn't that much of a difference. Borderlands 3, on the other hand, actually has different variety of weapons. Like, for example, this one sniper that literally shoots a laser beam I thought was really cool. Or just the legendaries all feel unique as well, and the purples. I just had a fun time in this game collecting the weapons. It's the most fun I've had in a looter shooter in a while. I played through Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and I really think that game is great as well, and I can get into that game another day, but I think overall Borderlands 3 is the best in the series when it comes to loot. Also, I think it's the best in the series when it comes to skill trees and the characters. Now, my first playthrough, I played as a Beastmaster, and I loved playing my Beastmaster. It was one of my favorite classes to play. I also played a Siren, and now on my third playthrough, I'm playing as Moz, and I love playing as Moz. I think Moz is such a great character, but before I get into Moz, I want to talk about the Beastmaster. I think having that Beast companion is such a cool idea and such a cool thing, and then also his skill tree where you can have lifesteal and critical damage. It was awesome. That was at least the build that I went for, and that's what I think Borderlands 3 just does a great job with, is just the builds and the different variety of skills that you can choose from. The fact that you can choose from multiple skill trees this time around, I think is such a great thing. Also, I think the DLCs in this game are really good. Now, I've only played one DLC so far in Borderlands 3. I didn't play them way back in the day when I played it on my PS4, but I just started playing Bounty of Blood, I think it's called. Yeah, it's called Bounty of Blood, and I really enjoyed this DLC. I liked the story. I liked the creatures that they had called devils. I thought they were so cool. I thought the whole DLC was a great concept. I liked the egg. I liked the overall story. I really enjoyed the Wild West theme that we had going on, and just everything was great. It really seemed like the production value in the DLC went up, in my opinion. I do, however, really do enjoy Borderlands 2 DLCs like Son of Cromorax, Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt, Scarlet's Quest for Booty, and I think those are really great DLCs. I'm excited to play more of Borderlands 3's DLCs like Moxie's Heist and Guns, Loves, and Tentacles. After playing Bounty of Blood, it just has me more excited to dive into these DLCs. Also, I remember when Borderlands 3 first came out, I was actually kind of disappointed, and the reason of I thought it was going to be our first open world Borderlands. Now, you can say Borderlands is open world, but I like to say it's open zoned, and I do like that it has this beautiful open world or semi-open world, but I was really hoping that we didn't have load screens this time around. I was really expecting Borderlands, they just have this massive open world, no load screens. That's what I really was expecting, but it still does a really good job with the overall map design and the world layout, in my opinion. I also want to mention that I'm not much of an endgame person when it comes to Borderlands. I'm just more of a person that likes to play the campaign, and then I move on to multiple playthroughs on different characters. I love the characters and the character selection that we have in this game. I do want to mention I do love Borderlands 2's characters and their classes. I think Borderlands 2 does a great job with the selection that they have. I did my most recent playthrough on PC with Zero. I do, however, feel Zero is the weakest out of the classes in that game. With Borderlands 3, I don't have a weakest class yet. I still have to play the Soldier Commando character. I think his name is Zane, and I do look forward to playing him, but he definitely was my least favorite when it came to looking at his skills overall. I also think Borderlands 3 does a great job with boss fights. I think it takes boss fights from Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 1, and it just does a better job at evolving what it already has. I think boss fights in this game are really good. Sometimes boss fights can be a little predictable, like Kilovolt, but when you have bosses like the Grave Ward, I thought that boss was so awesome. And you also have Captain Trant. He wasn't a bad boss fight either. I was also a big fan of Aurelia. Gigamine, I actually had a pretty difficult time with first couple times. I really like the boss fights in Borderlands 3. Overall, I think Borderlands 3 is just a great game, and I think it just takes Borderlands and the series to just the next level. It just improves upon everything, in my opinion. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think Borderlands 3 takes all the Borderlands that we've experienced to the next level? Do you think it improves on anything, or do you think it's the worst one in the series? Where do you put it on your list? Let me know down in the comments below. I honestly have to say, when it comes to gameplay wise, it's my favorite. Story wise, I think it's okay. I'd say it's a little bit better than 1 from what I can remember. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, comment, subscribe for more gaming commentaries like this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.